Hello, and welcome back to the Tony's Picks Morning Show. I'm Tony T with you here every day at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time, giving out live free plays for today's card. And on today's show, we'll have picks right here from the NBA. Another 8-game card here from the NBA. Seems that's what they've been doing here for the past week here, just keeping it 7 to 8. Also, picks from college basketball. Keep an eye on some of these rescheduled games here, add-on games, as we've got some bad weather hitting the east, southeast, and east. We've seen some games move to Friday. Some add-ons there. Also, picks on the ice as well. One thing we ask you guys, if you would, give us that like, that thumbs up. We greatly appreciate it. It really helps us build up our audience when you do that. So we'll meet the cappers, get right to the picks, as we don't mess around here on the Tony's Picks Morning Show. Chris, what's happening?
Not much. I only had one play on the board yesterday. That was the Trailblazers getting it done against Miami there. Had the -1.5. That was no problem. So pretty easy cover there. Got a couple goal scorers from the hit list. And, just ready to get to it.
Very good. Let's say hello to Al. Let's Al, what's going on?
Yeah, doing all right. Kind of feel bad. Been showing up every day, and then DeAndre shows up yesterday, and I happened to miss the show. I think I missed the show earlier that he hopped on too, but I think we had one in between where we're together. So nothing personal there, DeAndre, and hopefully next time you get on, we'll both be on together. But yeah, coming off a 1-0 day, so just trying to keep it rolling here.
Yeah, I'll try to keep it rolling as well, coming off a 3-1 day. The best bet coming in. So we'll look to keep that rolling here, guys. So we'll get right to business here. So we'll start here with the NBA on this 8-game card here from the association. And we'll take a look at them here. We'll start with the first block of 4 with the Rockets and Pistons. We see the Pistons here laying 3.5. Total sits at 217. Celtics and Nets. It's the Celtics here on the road. 8.5 now. This is moving up from 8, total 216.5. Kings and Cavaliers. It's the Cavs here, 11.5. There's 12s popping up as well, total 233.5. And we'll close the block here with the Suns Hawks. The Suns here, 3. Total sits here at 233. We'll take a look at the injury reports here from this first block of games. It's Houston and Detroit here. Adams, Holiday, Van Fleet are out for Houston. For Detroit, looks like it'll be LeVert. Doubtful. Cunningham is questionable. I believe that's an illness there. Robinson and Holland here are both probable. On the Suns and Hawks. Suns coming in with a clean injury report for Atlanta. Well, the shooter's still out. Porzingis and Versace are out for Atlanta. With Sacramento and Cleveland, it's Murray out here for Sacramento. For Cleveland, it's Garland, Merrill, and Strus out. And then we go to Boston and the Brooklyn here. It's Minette, Tatum, and White out for Boston. Highsmith here is out for Brooklyn. We'll start here with Chris.
Yeah, looking at this Houston-Detroit game, excuse me, Houston has failed to cover 8 of their last 10 there, so it's impossible for me to get them there. So I'd rather just take Detroit at home. I think they beat Houston tonight in that one. And then slightly into Boston there, going into Brooklyn. Just not a fan of this Nets team. So slightly into the Celtics getting it done there. And then back and forth on the Sacramento-Cleveland game. That's a lot of points there. But if I had to go either way, I know Cleveland's missing some key things, but I don't really like the Kings on the road. They're 7-13 against the spread. So slightly into taking all those points with Cleveland to get it done at home tonight.
There we go with Chris. We move on over to Al Ninos.
Yeah, just going to look at a total here. That Rockets-Pistons game, it seems like just yesterday we're talking about Rockets overs, but, they play at a really slow pace, and I guess they were shooting the ball real well out the gate early on in the season, but now just 21-20, excuse me, and 1 to the under. Coming into this game, the Pistons 24-17 and 1 to the under. Again, 6 of the last 10 meetings, have gone under the total here. So I think we see another lower scoring in this one. I'm taking the under in that game.
Yeah, with Al Nino. So I tell you here what I think about these games here. I'm going to look here at Detroit here in this one. Detroit, a good home team, 17-4. Rockets Smith to cover 9 of 11, shooting an issue here for this Rockets team. The Pistons have covered 5 of 8 with a really good defense. And the shooting here struggling for the Rockets over the past 2 weeks, 45%, 33% from 3. Good defensive form for the Pistons. I'll look for them in this spot. Yeah, I can't back the Nets here. I can only look at Boston in this spot. The Celtics teams have covered 4 straight with good defense. Nets have failed to cover 4 of 6 with just plain awful defense for the Nets. I can only look here at Boston in that spot. And, I'm looking for the Suns here on the road. They've been playing really good basketball right now, defending well. Hawks have failed to cover 4 of 5 with really poor shooting, missing Versace and Porzingis. They're missing some shooters there in that lineup. Getting good defense from Phoenix, so I'll look at the Suns in that spot. All right, let's continue here on the Tony X Morning Show. Closing out NBA with these final four. Pelicans, Grizzlies. We see the Grizzlies here laying 5.5, 6 now, total 239.5. Nuggets and Bucks. The Nuggets, the back-to-back team. It's the Bucks, 6.5. Total sits here 217.5. Pacers and Thunder. OKC, 16-point favorites here, total 226.5. Closed out with Raptors and Trailblazers. It is Toronto, road favorites, 3.5. Portland, the back-to-back team here, is the dog. Total sits here at 226. Look at the injury report here from these series of games. And they will be New Orleans and Memphis. I'm sorry, India and Oklahoma. We'll start with, let's see, what do we got here? I don't want to get out of order here. Okay, I will start with India and Oklahoma City. For Indiana here, Mathurin topping out. Jackson questionable for the Thunder. No Caruso, no Hartenstein, no Mitchell, no Topic. The good Jalen Williams out. Wiggins, the bad Jalen Williams, is questionable. We go over to the Pelicans and Grizzlies. It will be Alvarado and Murray out. Jones is questionable. For Memphis, no Aldama, no Clark, no Edey, no Jerome, no Morant, no Pippen. Denver and Milwaukee. Denver, the back-to-back team. We're looking here at Jamal Murray and Aaron Gordon showing up here as probable. We know Bates, Braun, Johnson, Jokic here are all out. For Milwaukee, we have Turner probable and Porter and Prince out for the Bucks. For Toronto, Portland, here we've got Hepburn, Porter, Walter out. Murray, Boyles, and Barrett here are both questionable. Let's take a look at a little more deeper here with RJ Barrett, a key contributor here for this Toronto team. He's dealing with an ankle, so that's his questionable status there with that ankle for RJ Barrett. Portland will be a back-to-back team here with Scoot, Murray, Daibo, Wesley out. Avia has been upgraded here to probable here for this Portland Trailblazers team. Let's take a look here at Avia. Is expected to play on Friday. With that back issue, thinks he'll be fine after Thursday's matchup. He left the floor early in that third quarter. Took some training got some treatment with the trainer. Probably stayed after the game for treatment. Probably has to come in early here, and he missed the rest of the game. So you got to monitor Avia, even though the coach said he's fine, but keep an eye on this. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a downgrade, especially here on this back-to-back spot. So there we go here. So we'll move it on over to Chris.
Yeah, we'll start Denver, Milwaukee. Denver does really well on a back-to-back there, playing their second road game in 2 days, 3-0 against the spread. So we'll take Denver there with the points. I know they're missing some people there, but I'd rather just have the 6.5 with them. Taking Portland Trailblazers on the back-to-back is a home dog here again. I had them yesterday as a home favorite. I'm going to take them today back-to-back. They do really well. Also 2-1 against the spread there. So we'll take the Trailblazers in the points. Definitely watching that Avia news. He is a key contributor to that Trailblazers team. And then, of course, with RJ Barrett, potential news there in the Raptors. I'd rather just have the Trailblazers. I don't know, Jalen Williams being out. I know people say, one person doesn't really make much difference, but I feel like he is a key contributor to the OKC team. And I'd rather just have 16 with the Pacers. That's a slight lean there. They could blow them out, but I'd rather have Jalen Williams in the lineup there. And then I'm taking my Grizzlies at home tonight. I know we're missing a lot of people, but aren't we always missing a lot of people? It's just how we play. So I'd rather have the 5.5 with my Grizzlies at home tonight.
Yeah, we go with Chris. We move on over to El Ninos.
Yeah, I kind of agree with the Pacers there. Just again, not interested in laying more than 2 touchdowns with anyone. Again, if anyone can blow anyone out, yes, the Thunder can do it. If anyone can get blown out, sure, the Pacers can get blown out. Look at the way they've looked. I mean, just by going off the way they've looked this season. But again, I think there's just too many points to be laying. So I'll take a lean to the Pacers as well. I'll take a small shot here on the Pelicans in the first quarter, just giving a different look here. I think they can at least come out and keep it competitive early. Again, while these Grizzlies, I know they're pretty used to playing without. They're pretty used to playing shorthanded, but again, might come out a step slow here. So, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they pull away. And I actually was kind of leaning towards the Grizzlies full game, but I don't know. I think the Pelicans can keep it competitive early at least. And again, yeah, I'll take the points with the Nuggets as well here. I think at this point the Bucks will just be happy to get a win if they can there. So wouldn't be shocked by another upset here. These Bucks just not looking good right now. So obviously they got some things to figure out, and I think the Nuggets just come in and kick them while they're down. So I'll take the points with the Nuggets there.
There we go. From El Nino's here. Tell you what I think about these games. Yeah, I'm staying clear of that Pelicans-Memphis game. I just both teams, tough to trust either one of them. Nuggets, Bucks. Yeah, I'll look at the Nuggets here, even though it's a back-to-back spot. Denver has defended pretty well, and we look at them over the past 2 weeks, allowing just 46% shooting, 33% from three. Bucks here not defending very well, not defending the three ball. I'll look at Denver here at that plus price. Yeah, I could trust Portland here to cover this number against Toronto's been on the road for a while here. Toronto just 2-2 team over the past 4 games. Really poor defense here for this Raptors team. Blazers have won and covered 4 straight with really good shooting. And they look at the Raptors over the past 2 weeks, giving up 49% shooting, and they're only hitting 33% from three. I know it's a back-to-back, but Portland's not traveling anywhere. So I'll look here at Portland here in that spot. All right, let's continue here on the Tony X Morning Show. Turn our attention to college basketball. Just take note, we do have a lot of add-on games because the weather is causing some teams to schedule back-to-backs here. We see that in the Sun Belt. So just keep an eye here. We may even see some rearrangements with the schedules. Maybe we may see some Saturday games move to Sunday, maybe even Monday. We'll see how it works out. But this will be a pretty much an hour-by-hour situation with the bad weather here. So in block 1, let me go ahead and sort my time frames here so we have this one corrected here. Okay, here we go. In block 1, we're going to do 2 blocks. We'll cover the games at noon Eastern and include the games here at 8 what are we going to do here? We don't have too many late night games today, so let's see what we're going to do here. So we will stop at 7 Eastern. So we'll do the games at noon Eastern, include the games here at 7 Eastern. 7:30 and later we'll do in block 2. So we'll get us started here with Chris.
Okay, so in this first block, I've only got one. The rest of mine are late night here. First one we're looking at, you guys always know that I cover East Carolina, and they're facing North Texas today. I'm taking it's a big number, but we're going to lay it with North Texas there. Just East Carolina, my Pirates are not doing anything. They're shooting the ball terribly. North Texas doing it well there. So just lean there with all those points with North Texas to get it done at home.
There we go with Chris. Move on to Al Nino's.
Yeah, not really loving this card today, but a couple I kind of looked at. Did like Lipscomb on that opening number. Now some money's coming in, and 6 is pretty much where it starts getting close to my cutoff in basketball. So again, when you consider the free throw game and all that, not much incentive to foul late when you're down like 7 or 8. So still a small lean that way, but not exactly rushing to bet it at this new number now. I was kind of looking at Furman. Now, this is a number, I guess, that is getting better the more longer you wait. Now, big move on UNC Greensboro here. But, again, I still think Furman's been the better team this season. Now, Greensboro has been shooting the ball really well, so if they knock their threes down, it's going to be hard to keep up with them. But Furman coming in playing some pretty good defense. They've traveled okay. They're 4-2 on the road. So I think they can cover this what's now a better number for us. And, yeah, that's all I got in the early games.
Aaron with Al Nino's here. Tell you what I think about some of these games. Yeah, I cannot trust UL Monroe, one of the worst teams in college basketball. 3-17, 0-8 in the Sun Belt. I can only look at App State here. UL Monroe last in offensive efficiency, high turnover team. They failed to cover 10 straight, bad shooting, bad defense. I'll look at App State there, even though it's a boatload of points. I can only look at them in that spot. I'll also look at Lipscomb here. They are a good defensive team in the A-Sun, and they defend the 3-ball very well here. Florida Gulf Coast, 9th in offensive efficiency in the A-Sun, a team that turns the ball over and defensively give up 37% from 3. Eagles have failed to cover 10 of 12. Very poor defense here. Bison here defending better. I'll look at Lipscomb in that spot. And I'll look at the under here with Indiana and Rutgers. Indiana just 15th in effective field goal defense, though, but offensively very weak on the glass. Rutgers 17th in effective field goal shooting in the Big Ten, 32% from 3, 46% from 2. They played a very slow pace. Hoosiers have gone under in 3 straight with poor shooting. You look at Rutgers over the past month, 40% shooting, 31% from 3. I'll look at the under in that one. And what else are we doing? We're going to stop there at that time slot there. We'll move on over here on the second block here as we move on up in this second block here. We're going to cover the games here at 7:30 Eastern time, all the way to the late night game tonight at 10 Eastern time. Just a couple of notable games here in this block. Marquette Butler. Here we've got Butler 6 in this game. We've got also Ohio State, Michigan. Michigan, a big favorite here, 15.5, 165 is your total. Utah State, Colorado State, your late night game. Utah State, 4.5 on the road. That's gone up from an opener of 3.5, total 147.5. Come way down from the opener of 152. We start with Chris.
First game I'm looking at here, Tulane and Charlotte. We're going to take the over. Both these teams shooting the ball pretty well here as of late. So we'll take the over there. I think we get it's 143.5 is what I've got. So we'll do that. Looking at the Ohio State Michigan game, give me Ohio State there. Michigan just 0-5 in the last 5 there. So I'd rather just have the points with Ohio State. And then, yeah, that going up there with Utah State and Colorado State. I like the number a lot better earlier with Utah State, but now that we're up to 4.5, I would probably lean to taking the points with Colorado State.
There we go with Chris. We move on over to El Ninos. You're not mute out.
Typing away there. But I was kind of looking at Utah State too. Still can't quite switch. I know, yeah, that number is not what it opened up at anymore. But again, another team that's traveled pretty well, and I think they can still win this one by 2 possessions plus. So I'll still lay it there with Utah State. And taking a look at a couple totals here, that Ohio State-Michigan game, I ended up on the under here. Now Ohio State 9-9 on their totals, but playing at a very slow pace here, and the Michigan playing a little bit faster, but 11-7 to the under there. Again, the last meeting did go way over the total, but 4-1-1 to the under in the last 6 meetings before that. So taking the under there. Marquette and Butler, I'm going to look the other way in this one. 2 teams trending slightly to the over here. Actually, Butler is 500 as well, 9-1 on its totals. But again, 2 teams that play at a rather fast pace here, so I think we can see them get up and down and over this number.
There we go with Al Ninos here. Tell me what I think about these games. Yeah, I'm going to take the point to Ohio State. Michigan has missed a cover in 5 straight. We have some spots of poor shooting here from Michigan. We're deep now into conference play. Sometimes these things get closer. We're starting to see that. But Ohio State is 5th in offensive efficiency in the Big Ten. They rebound 57% shooting from 2-point distance and 4th in effective field goal defense. Defend the 2-point line. They defend the 3-point line very well. In the Big Ten, Michigan has struggled with turning the ball over and giving up 34% from 3 against conference. So there's a little bit of warts there on Michigan, but enough there from Ohio State to make it competitive based on their numbers here. Buckeyes have covered 3 of 4 with good shooting and defense. I'll look at them in this spot. I'll look at the points with Marquette. It's a big number here. Marquette does force turnovers. They defend the 3. They secure the basketball in offense. Look at Butler. They sit 10th in defensive efficiency in the Big East. That's near the bottom. There aren't that many teams in the Big East. They don't force turnovers. They give up 56% shooting from 2-point distance, and they don't hit their threes. Butler over the past month, 31% from 3, giving up 46% shooting overall. I'll look at Marquette there. Utah State, Colorado State. I'll stay away now. This line is moving up. I don't want to touch that game. All right, let's continue here on the Tony 6 Morning Show. Move on over to hockey. Of course, so we have a hockey show at 1 Eastern time with the Daily Dangle with Rod hosting it. A complete rundown on the hockey. But in this segment here on our morning show, we'll just ask the cappers, just give us what you got on this hockey card. We start here with Chris.
Yeah, I guess you a couple points today, and I will put them in the chat so that you guys don't have to remember those. Couple points. So we'll take Brandon Montar with the Kraken to get a point, and Dawson Mercer with the Devils to get a point. And like I said, I'll update those in the comments for you.
Yeah, we go with Chris on over to El Ninos.
Yeah, don't love too much on this card today. We'll start with a small lead to the Blackhawks. I'll take the puck line here, obviously giving up a lot of value there, taking that puck line, but I think they can at least keep it competitive at home. The Lightning been playing well, but a little banged up and actually lost the last 2 meetings, so wouldn't be shocked by another upset here, although I know they'll be looking for their payback and could very well end up blowing them out. But I'll take the Blackhawks plus 1.5 there. The one I probably like most on this card today might be the Maple Leafs there with the rest and home ice advantage. Again, they're back to doing Maple Leafs things, but I think they show up for this one. It's a good spot for them. So getting a great price on them as well here. So I'll take the Maple Leafs on the money line there. And yeah, maybe take a small shot on the Avs on the puck line, but not really rushing to bet that either. Again, they're still way overpriced here. And honestly, I have cooled down a little bit lately. Again, just a small lean there. The Ducks been quacking again, so I might take a small shot here on Anaheim to keep it rolling there. A small shot on the Ducks on the money line there, and very interesting matchup here with the Sharks coming in favored here over the Rangers. I've loved backing these Sharks, but I like getting plus money with them. Not necessarily rushing to lay much juice with them. Might be the right side here, but if I had to bet this game, honestly, I think the value is still on these Rangers that are still completely fumbling their season here. So, again, just a small lean to the Rangers. Nothing I'm rushing to bet either
There from El Ninos. All right, we got you through our hockey segment. Now it's time for our parlay purple segment, where our cappers give it a parlay, team player prop, game of the future. They make the call here. We start with Chris. You're on mute there, Chris. First time.
Sorry, I was typing in the chat there. I was like, wait a minute. We'll take the points with Detroit there. We'll take give me to cover, and we'll take Portland and Denver as well. And then I commented in the chat there, your goal scorer is going to be Johnny Brodzinski with the Rangers. He's at plus 850, so sprinkle a little bit there. There
we go with Chris. Move on over to El Ninos.
All right, bear with me here. Let's take the under in that Pistons-Rockets game. Let's go with the Nuggets, and I'll wrap it up with let's just do a two-teamer today, I guess.
Yeah, from El Ninos to tell you what I like here. I'm going to go under with the Indiana and Rutgers with Detroit Pistons laying it and taking the points with the Pacers. All right, we got you through here our parlay purple segment. Now it's time to see what our cappers have for sale over at Tony's Picks. We just gave you our free plays, but if you want to take a look here for our best bets, our premium plays, I'm going to share the window with you guys right now and show you what we got over on our site. Tony'sPicks.com is where you'll find our best bets on premium plays. Of course, from all of our cappers here, documented results here as well. Let's take a look and see what Chris has for sale today over at Tony's Picks here for this Thursday card. Chris put together impressive numbers here in the NBA. Chris, what you got for sale?
For right now, I do have a best bet. A best bet in the NBA tonight. My favorite play on the board, and the data all looks great. So go snatch that up there. We'll be watching some of these lines, especially in college basketball, as we move through the day. You could get some late steam action for those of you that are on with me long term. So hop on there if you're not already. We're at the weekend here. You guys like that 3-day pass to get you all the way through the weekend. We've got NFL playoffs, college basketball, college or NBA, rather. No more college football there, thankfully. Anyway, you'll get all the sports that I cover every day. So hop on something long-term there, and let's get you that information. 2-for-1 capper, pair us up. You see who's doing well. Let us go to work for you. Don't forget the promo code Tony T at checkout. Save you the 15% off. And we're just going to keep trying to do well.
That's right, guys. You got to go with Chris over at Tony's Picks. You can see slam dunk best bet up there from Chris. Profit guarantee. That means it must turn a profit or amount purchased will be credited back to your account for site credits. That's profit guaranteed. So get on board with Chris over at Tony's Picks. Promo code Tony T will save you that 15% off. Again, as you scroll down, you'll see the long-term subscriptions there. 3-day, 7-day weekend pass. Remember that 3-day pass includes all the football for Championship Sunday. So a good time to get that 3-day pass with Chris and save using that promo code Tony T. All right, let's take a look, see what El Ninos has got rolling over at Tony's Picks for today's card. El Ninos has put impressive numbers here for the year over at Tony's Picks. Great start to 2026. Rael, so Al, what do you got for sale today?
Yeah, so far just a single play in the NBA there, but I can scoop up my alley-oop. Or again, the best way to go is always getting one of those long-term 2-for-1 capper passes. Pair me up with your favorite capper and getting these steam plays. You know, we get a lot of information late here, especially with these NBA lineups, goalie changes in the NHL, all that good stuff. So long-term 2-for-1, always the best way to go and get all the steam plays emailed right to you.
That's right, guys. You got both Alnias over at Tony's Picks. Elihu play up there. Steam plays as well for you on the long-term subscription. Remember, all of our plays are in the system by 11 a.m. Eastern time. We continue to look for those winners for you throughout the day and night. And we find these late winners. We put them in the system between 10 minutes and 2 hours of game time. They're tagged as late steam, and those are emailed directly to your inbox using the email you use when you sign up for the service. Late steam feature offered only here at TonySwitz.com. I don't see it offered anywhere else. Also, props offered on all long-term subscriptions. We've automated our props for NFL, for NBA and NHL, and those are automated for you as well, included no extra charge when you buy the long-term subscription. So get on board with El Nino's and check out our 2-for-1 cap promotion. So you can match up El Nino's with your favorite capper. You want to match up El Nino's there, and you want to match them up with Chris. You just simply go like that. It's a real simple process in how you do it, and you'll be able to save money when you do the 2-for-1 cap promotion. So go ahead and get signed up. All right, guys. Over at Tony's Picks, I have a best bet on board right now, working on the 3-pack for you as well. So get on board with me. Come off a pretty good day yesterday. Good week for me here at Tony's Picks. So get on board and use that promo code TonyT to save you that 15% off. All right, guys, with you here every day at 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. It is the Tony's Picks Morning Show. Be sure to hit that like, hit that subscribe. We greatly appreciate that. It really helps us build up our audience when you do that. And if you head on over to our YouTube channel, we have a lot of great content on the YouTube channel. And simple way to find us here is just head on over to YouTube, type in Tony's Picks, and let's see what we got up there for you guys today on the Tony's Picks YouTube channel. Of course, you want to get there by just typing in Tony's Picks. You'll find our channel. If you would, hit that subscribe button. And as you scroll down, you'll find all of our live streams right at the top. Matter of fact, I repositioned it because we have 5 live shows. I wanted you guys to see the live shows right off the bat. So all of our live archive shows are right here, all 5 of them. Night Moves, Look Ahead show here with Alessandro. We also have our Daily Dangle, the happy hour up there as well. Scroll down, you'll find my compilation videos. We've got the prop hit list from Chris. That's up for you for Friday right now, as well as our shorts up there, NFL playlist, NBA playlist, college basketball, NHL, and more, guys. So we're ready to roll here. We'll have some fight videos for you as well up there. A lot of shorts for you on our channel. So lots of great content on our Tony's Picks YouTube channel, guys. I recommend you guys check it out and hit that subscribe button. Of course, Chris, that hit list has been very popular here on the channel.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good one. I had a lot of interaction yesterday. Past couple days, everybody's been interacting. I appreciate that. Let's keep that going. I appreciate everybody's comments and support and everything. And you guys are sometimes faster than I am on there. Let me know who hits. So that's definitely exciting. Sometimes I get busy with work and things like that. So I appreciate everybody's support on that. As long as I've got data, you guys will have a video. You've got 5 goal scorers out there today for tonight's action, and we'll have some for NFL this weekend with some touchdown scores as we head towards the Super Bowl and playoffs and everything. You'll get some more touchdown scores. You'll get some more goal scores. Once we go for the break there from hockey with the Olympics, we'll be diving into basketball. So yeah, the hit list is still here. I know I had somebody asking earlier, am I still doing it? Absolutely. Appreciate everybody's support. We're just going to keep putting it out there and keep trying to do well.
That's right, guys. Check out Chris. You're on the props playlist. Best way to find it, just go to the home page, hit the home tab, scroll, and look for the props. It's the third playlist here, props, and then you'll find Chris's hit list right there on that one. Of course, Al, we see some of your on-demand videos, but you've been pretty much a fixture here on the morning shows. We see here on the live shows as well as the reels.
Yeah, and gotta love that last comment there in the chat, the Vig, yeah. Pointing out that, Franz Wagner right back on the bench as soon as he came back home from Germany, right? So interesting there. But yeah, mostly morning shows for me lately. And again, sorry for missing yesterday, but definitely will try to be here as often as I can. Meanwhile, just make sure you keep tuning in the mornings and keep checking out all the other great content over at Tony's Picks YouTube channel.
That's right, guys. A lot of great content here on the Tony's Picks YouTube channel. Find Al here on the shows as well as in some of our reels. And, of course, our live shows we talked about here. Find them out here on the archives. Yesterday, we got DeAndre and Ramon deep dive in the games here on the Night Move shows. Alessandro Look Ahead show here. Get in front of the line moves with the Look Ahead. Happy Hour is our last look at these games before they start. See Rod and company in there as well. Daily Dangle hockey show as well. So 5 live shows over our channel. So hit like, hit subscribe. We greatly appreciate that with you here, as we said here, 9:30 a.m. each time. Tony's Morning Show. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Thanks, everybody, for joining us here in the chat for today. A lot of comments today from you guys here. Want to thank everybody for joining us here today. Cal Dog, as always, great seeing you here. Run on. Get better, run on. Oh my goodness, what he went through. I'll let him share it if he wants to, but yeah, it's been a rough few days for our man Ron Hahn in there in the chat. But I got to give the guy credit; he plays hurt there. Also, our man Mandigo in there in the chat as well. Andrew, always great hearing from you. The Vig, our friend the Vig, morning to you as well. Yes, we did talk about the morning. Get on first game back to backs. It's worth playing to the injury. We'll see that as well here. Mighty Ducks in regulation. Yeah, we thought we kind of hinted at the Wagner brothers playing in Germany, and they'll probably hit the injury report when they get back. And sure enough, they're Lakers just Lakered. Yeah, that's what they do. Now we got the drama with Genie and company. Hey, you know what? There's always going to be some drama, man. It's just always going to be it. Even with Kobe, they had it. You know, it's just the way it is. Ducks race to 3. Ducks playing good right now, and there's your parlay from the Vig there with that. All right, guys. Thanks for all our people in the chat for joining us in the show. We're back again tomorrow live at 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. Any closing thoughts from you guys before we close it out?
Yeah, all the best to Ron Hahn. Not sure what's going on, but yeah, all the best.
Yeah, definitely best to Ron Hahn, and go check him out. He's on fire. But make it a winning day, guys.
Make it a winning one. Wait, goodbye, guys. Make it a winning one. We're back tomorrow here on the Tony's Morning Show.